Described it as an obnoxious statement. I can go to Mr. Jethmalani now. Mr. Jethmalani, what are your first thoughts on what Justice Pasayat has said and what the Solicitor General also said about Kasab's defence? We have Gautam Navlakha here in the Delhi studio with us, who's described it as an obnoxious comment to make.
Now, I must tell you that Mr. Pasayat is one of our senior-most judges, and normally he is a very sober judge. But I'm quite amazed that he has made such a statement. In fact, I don't believe that he has made it. There must be something wrong with the reporting. But if he has made it, well, I think it's a statement which ought to be condemned by all right-thinking people. But I have a feeling that probably he was making some kind of a dull speech and he wanted to add some spice to it and make it a little more interesting. So he added these things in his speech, or he must be terribly emotionally upset about something. But I don't think that this is a kind of thing which I expect Pasayat normally to say.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about that it's so uncharacteristic of a top judge to say that. But Mr. Jethmalani, what are your comments on that? You heard what Mr. Salve just said.
Look, if you had told me that Mr. Salve is one of the participants, I would not have participated in this. I don't expect any, and there are some lawyers who refuse to flatter, and refuse to stop flattering judges. And I'm sorry, I would not participate in this anymore.
A few minutes ago, Mr. Jethmalani, do you believe that in a situation that we face today, where terrorism is threatening us every single day, it should be treated as an extraordinary offence and should be treated differently, and there should be different rules?
There cannot be different rules, because a fair trial is a must. It is a requirement of the Constitution. We will not repeal the Constitution to deal with a few terrorists. The greatest success of terrorists is to turn us into terrorists against our judicial system and against our rule of law. They will like us to fall as low as they have fallen in their conduct. Their conduct will have to be proved according to civilized rules of evidence, after giving them all benefits of defending themselves, whatever provisions there are in the law. They must take advantage, because we must not give up our civilizational values under any circumstances.
Let me ask you though, when the third senior most judge of the Supreme Court makes a statement like this, what's the kind of message do you think that percolates down, the judiciary? I mean, do you think it in a way sends a signal that you have to prejudge terror cases when terror accused come in front of you? Is that a dangerous message that's going out?
I am personally prepared to give the benefit of doubt to the judge that he never meant it. But if somebody says he meant it and consciously said it and tries to justify it, I think that that person neither should remain in the judiciary nor at the bar.
Last word to you, Gautam Navlakha.
No, I think this is, it's high time that we realize that our strength lies in upholding our constitutional democracy, the rule of law and due process. And any weakening in the name of fighting so-called terrorism is in fact going to be detrimental for us in the long run.
Gautam Navlakha, Arijit Pasayat and Mr. Jethmalani, thank you very much for joining us on the show tonight. This has been an eternal debate, actually, human rights and the fight against terror, and it's clearly a controversy that continues. We'll take a break, but still ahead, the other big controversy of the day. Now, a Congress chief minister wants to ban what he calls the pub and mall culture.